Cmr
To Shane
Apologized To
Carter.
Chrissy.
Most
Kids,
of you know
family
him as
members and fans.
Cmr. How are you?
I would say okay, I guess.
Our families have become mutual friends over the past years. So under the circumstances, I thank you for taking this time.
Well, thank you for having me here. Appreciate it.
We all know you for your artistry and as being one of the faces all across social media as an influential family vlogger. Now going through a storm. Tell me, what has these last few days been like for you, and how are you doing?
I'm happy you asked that question, because I've been doing some thinking these past few days, and I've realized that I took my whole family for granted. I've realized that I never wanted to be in a situation where I could compromise happiness. I could compromise being a father to my child, my beautiful girls, being a husband to my wife, I've learned how much pain I've put my wife through with this ordeal, and I've learned to be so sorry to the point where if I could just stop time and just rewind it, and just fix things. I wish I could go into the past and just change what had happened so my wife, don't get the chance to live through that pain that I put her through. And, I've also learned how important the family is to me, I've always known that, but when I'm being tested to the point where, my kids, my wife, my in-laws, my friends, close friends, it gives me a feeling of, disappointment, but, and also I've learned to, protect my status, I've never looked at it as something that could have caused my family, caused my livelihood. So as a result of that, I think I'm gonna have to just accept what place I have in society and treat it with respect. And that's one of the feelings I've been having these days, It's like something that I wish I could just take it all back. But so I've been feeling. That's what my days are like these days.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking and getting into details, in regards to what's circulating in the media, what have you been doing in the past few days? And what did it teach you about yourself?
That I have to take my status serious. I've learned that I can't just think that I'm, Cushy and Carter, because apparently other people see it different, So not only that, I've learned that, I'm like a role model. So many of the viewers and supporters, it's more like I need to be more serious with who I've become and what I'm doing. And I've learned that it is, bigger than what I thought. So it's like a lesson learned. It's more like one of those cases where you wonder, do I need a security now or I don't? It's more one of those feelings. So I just learned that I have to take my status more serious.
Okay. Well, you basically answered the question I was going to ask. That question would have been, how is it being How stressful can it be being Mr. Carter?
Oh, well,
You basically summed that one up.
but to be honest though, on that one, at this current moment, it's very stressful in terms of, you know, looking in the mirror and looking at myself and wondering, you know, how am I gonna be able to move forward? That's even one of my biggest question to myself these days. It's more so like, am I gonna be able to move forward and be even greater or stronger? So yeah, it's stressful now. Yeah.
I truly admire your strength in taking this important step, although it already has been circulation of an apology. When did you decide that this is it? I'm ready to talk about this.
Um, that's really a that's a hard question because I could sit here and give you a whole book of what, there's a lot of things that was just transpiring. But the apology, when did I decide on doing it? It's more so of I wanted to apologize the same day, but I wanted to also sit back and reflect and think and make sure I'm saying the right thing. Because writing it, I didn't want it to seem as if it's just another letter because you're in this situation. I wanted it to be, it's from my heart. It's sincere. And my wife knows the type of person I am. So when she reads it, I want her to be like, yes, I could tell he meant it. So I had to take some time. I saw a lot of pressure coming on to me. Where's the apology and all of that stuff? But I just wanted to make it right. So, yeah.
What is your thought process? And do you plan on any counseling?
Funny, we had counseling today, to be honest. Yeah, we've started. That's one of the steps that I refuse to move forward without doing because I know that, you know, at some point we're gonna have to face reality and we can't just move forward if there's any moving forward, um, without, figuring out what's going on, what's the problem, if there is any, and all of that. So, counseling was to me, I guess it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, I think so. As a social media influencer, being in the limelight, whether it's being in our living rooms, on our televisions, or our devices, you captivated and have connected with your audience and created such a bond, like family, that many people can relate and look up to. Is there anything you want to say to your loyal followers?
Um, First and foremost, I must give a public apology not just to my wife, but to the loyal supporters, the ones that been there from day one, the ones that, you know, share their opinion publicly in the comment section. I'm disappointed. The ones that stay up and say, yo, we're gonna watch this content even if you drop it 3 in the morning. I wanna share my deepest regrets and how sorry I am to make you guys feel like what you're feeling now. And I wanna also go ahead and put out an apology to like my mom, my father, my family members, the ones that really feel like like um I made the biggest mistake, but at the same time they still tap me on the shoulder and say, you move forward. Also, I wanna throw an apology out there to close friends, family friends, and anybody at all who have inspired and feel disappointed to the point where they feel like you know they don't want to continue supporting us. But my apology goes to you and for everybody who got involved, while the British, the female, just anybody who your name recall. I just want to, give an apology for that and just